Hello everyone, I'm really sorry that it took me so long to upload the next video, since in the last one I said part 2 will be coming soon as well. I wanted to split the topic Face Your Fears into 2 different videos, but unfortunately something bad happened that had to do with the subject of this second part, which is my horse. So I was really kind of depressed for the past months and not really able to be creative and work on that video, especially since things had changed in the meantime. But yeah, I will talk about that more later in this video. So the topic of this second part of Face Your Fears is my horse. My horse is a half-linker. His name is Amadeus, and he is soon 25 years old. I bought him when he was 13. So yeah, I've had him about 12 years now. And for almost the whole time of those 12 years, I was afraid of riding him, especially outside in the forest and alone, which is something that I thought would never happen to me. I was, before that, as like a girl and teenager, I was never afraid of riding horses. Yeah, it was never a thing, but things changed with my own horse. And when I bought him, I was a bit inexperienced, and he was also not well trained, so there were already problems right from the start. I've had a few different kind of trainers over the years, and I fell a couple times, and that's how the fear developed. And then it was just like an on and off process over the years. Sometimes things went well and I started riding again and things got better, and then suddenly something happened again, and then I wasn't riding for a couple months or even a year. And that's how time passed by, and only in summer last year is when I was finally able to get over my fear, to overcome my fear of riding him, because the weather was so nice and I always had this wish of just going for a nice ride in the forest, and I could never find someone else to go with so that I would feel more secure. And then I was just like, you know what, just do it. Just go for it, because you really want to do it, so just try. And that's how I managed. I just went all alone, and things went fine. And yeah, I finally could let go of this fear, like, for good. And so I was riding a couple times up until winter last year, and even on January, that's where most of, or some of, the footage in this video is from. I was even able to ride him alone, just on like a riding pad, no stirrups, no real saddle, and riding him bitless and everything, and even holding my phone in my hand and filming the whole time, or some of the time, which was like, yeah, it was it was an amazing feeling to be able to do that, and I'm really thankful that I still yeah, got the chance to do that and to learn that lesson finally, since my horse is also kind of old now and he can't do a lot of things anymore. So yeah, that was great. But then, yeah, then is when the bad stuff happened. Suddenly he had a really swollen back leg, and so we called the vet, and he made an ultrasound and everything, and basically it wasn't looking good. I'm not gonna go into detail on this because I really don't know the words in English for this, but basically the joint or the part of the leg that's right above the hoof that is basically carrying the whole body weight is severely damaged, kind of beyond repair. It's probably something that developed over time with like small injuries, a few small injuries, and then it was too late. We never really noticed anything, and yeah, we've been trying what we could, or I've been trying what I could for the past months. Been doing the treatments that we could do, and it just didn't get any better. The vet was there again to check on him last week, and yeah, it's even looking worse because the problem is also starting in the other back leg, so it's both back legs, and he's most likely in pain because he keeps like trying to stand on one or other leg to make it easier for one of them, and keeps like switching between them. He can't really move much. He can only go for like short walks, but even then he's having problems, and it's really tough to see him that way because he can't do normal horse things, you know. He can't be with the other horses. He can't play with the other horses or gallop over a field, or you know, just he's kind of, he can't do normal horse things anymore, and I think he seems a bit sad to me about it as well. So I've been thinking for a long time about this, and at first I couldn't accept that thought at all. I was like, no, there's no way that I can do that, no way. But now I got to a point where I'm like thinking, okay, maybe it's his time to go. I thought he would have a few more years, but I also don't want him to suffer. And he's obviously in pain, and he can't move much anymore, which to me, in my opinion, is not a good horse life. If he can just stand around and eat, you know, he will also gain more weight and then get other problems because of that. It's just all like a circle, and it will just get worse and worse and add more other things to it. So yeah, so I think I've made my peace with the decision that I'm gonna probably put him down and let him go. I think I think that's for the better. I'm not a fan of like holding on too long and trying this or that, even though you know, like in your heart you can feel it that it's not gonna help, and that maybe it's just time to go. And it's for all of you that have pets or have had pets and had to let them go at some point, you know that how hard it is. I mean, it's basically part of your family pretty much, and but I think it's really important to be able to let go and be at peace with that decision. And knowing that you are doing your pet a favor, that it doesn't have to suffer anymore. I think, yeah, that's an important lesson to learn. But I am so thankful that I was still able to face my fear completely before these things happened. And the interesting part about this is that right at this moment, after pretty much a few days after I was finished with facing my fear, like I had done all the steps, that's when the injury happened. And I think that's no coincidence. I don't know, I believe this was all connected, and that me and my horse, we had like a mission, that our souls had like a task together in this life. And once this task was completed, which is not only facing fear but letting go, I think our task was letting go, or mine pretty much. So I think that my horse came into my life for me to learn this lesson, which is, I don't know, once I realized that, it's mind-blowing. I don't know how to describe it. Once I realized that, I was like, wow, it's such a gift in my life that I had the chance. And even if it took me 12 years, that's why he was in my life. And we had a lot of tough times. And a few years ago, I even tried to sell him because I was like, I can't do it anymore. But you know what? Selling him didn't work because the task, the mission that we had together was not done yet. Yeah, it's crazy to think about it that way. But I think that was it. And now I also had to, the second part was also letting go of him. Not only letting go of the fear, but letting go of him as well. And just accepting this and being at peace with it. And yeah, that's why, I have been really depressed and sad, and I have cried, and I will most likely cry a lot more when it's time for him to go. But for now, for the meantime, I feel good. I feel at peace with this whole thing. And we're gonna like spend maybe a few more weeks together, have a good time. Now is also the time for the horses to get out on the fields again and eat the fresh grass and everything. So I want to give that to him before I let him go. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see when it is time. Maybe he will even tell me when it is time. I'm trying to listen to him, and like trying to feel that. I hope I can find the right moment. I don't want to act too soon. This is like a really hard decision. But despite other people in the stable telling me, hey, you can do this or that, you can, like, for the pain you should give him that, and he is lacking minerals, you should feed him minerals that cost like 200 euros. When it's already clear from what the vet said, and also from just what I feel inside, that these things they're not gonna help. It's probably just time for him to go, and it also, I think he is also doing me another favor, and by making way for new things in my life, for new possibilities, because I can't deny that it has also been a financial struggle with him over the years, always. But of course that's not like the reason why I want to let him go. I would always do it again for him because I love him, obviously. But I just think that all those things, they're just connected pretty much. It feels crazy, but deep down in my heart, it just feels right, and just feels like that's exactly how it is. And I'm really glad he was part of my life, and I'm really glad that I am able to realize and understand those things. I think that's just something so valuable for my life. And yes, I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about this topic. And yeah, we're gonna have some more good time together, and then I will let him go, and it will all happen in peace, you know. I think he knows that as well, from how I have like watched him in the past days and stuff, past weeks. I think he is at peace with that as well. I think it's just how it should be, you know. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video. I hope maybe you can take something away from it, learn something from it. Maybe you're in a similar situation where you have to let a loved one go. Maybe put down one of your pets, and maybe this can help you as well to cope with it, and also to accept it and to be at peace with it. So yeah, I hope so, at least. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.